welcome back everybody. Today, we're going to take a look at what might be the new strongest deck out of Mega Shine. A little bit of a mirror match here, okay? I know I made a video about this. It was my last video, but this is a different list, completely different from the one that I showcased. And, you know, I made a Manectric video already, but it would feel like a disservice if I didn't show you this deck and run through some plays with you when this is so unbelievably powerful. I've been having so much fun. This is like maybe my favorite deck at the moment. Maybe my favorite deck that I've played in a really, really long time. I think Mega Manectric is an insanely well-designed card. And it gets to play off of all of the support. All right, a little bit of gambling we get to get into. It plays off of all the lightning support before it and has just made like a really, really fun deck. Normally, you know, I try to stay away from Oricorio at the start of the meta. This deck does play Oricorio, but only one copy. So it's not using Oricorio as like, yo, this is the card that's going to win us every single game. It's like Oricorio is here as a useful tool to get us ahead in some matchups. Oricorio can stall. It can win games on its own depending on your opponent's deck list, but I really enjoy it. I'm actually like thrilled that this is the play he's going for because I didn't want to leave my Electric in the active spot because I don't have Manectric. I don't have a whole lot. One thing about this list that I'm running right now that I'm not like thoroughly enjoying is that we're only playing 2 research and 1 copycat. I feel like my hands get stuck like this pretty often, unfortunately, but this is fine so far. I'm gonna be sad if I see a training area for my opponent get smacked down, but if that happens, I think I'll just throw up the Oricorio now that we have it, and he can wall a little bit. I can't imagine my opponent's playing any more than just the 1 copy of Sabrina, so I think Oricorio will buy us a couple turns to figure out what we're gonna do with this. We get some good damage down on the Manectric. That can be a Cyrus target later on. Yeah, things are looking decent for this first game. Lucky Ice Pop. All right, we're not playing Lucky Ice Pop because I think that card is absolutely ridiculous, so stupid. All right, so our opponent's gonna. All right. Maybe with the Lucky Ice Pop luck, maybe we don't give him a training area, huh? Hey, how about that? Okay, stupid card. Guys, yeah, okay. All right, so we predicted literally everything. We're geniuses. We are. We're literal, what do you want to call, I don't know. I'm seeing the bones. I'm throwing the bones out. I'm reading the bones, and the Vikings are liking what I'm saying from the bones because everything I say comes true. Very unfortunate. Opponent started with Manectric plus training area. But I do really like the fact that, like, yo, I'm good right here, right? I'm fine where I'm at. We'll slap a research. No reason to copycat for 3. Double generator. Okay. Yeah, we are playing generators. This is just a good card to burn, no doubt. Just get them out of here. Sure, I'll take a free energy. I'm not like really that worried about energy at this moment, but yeah, we'll keep slapping them. Sure. Guys, I wanted to know when you click on a Tilly video, what are you here for? Are you here for deck list? Are you here for gameplay? Are you here because you think I'm the greatest in the world? You know, I entertain you a little. All right, dude, can we not give this guy like all the heads luck in the world? Thank you. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. Let me know like what you click on a Tilly video for. And I'm sure it might be like a combination of things, but I really want to know like the main thing. Like what really gets you going about a Tilly? You know, dude, if we just had the Mega Manectric, this would be fire, but we're bottom fiving. We're bottom fiving this. There's no point in me going for Sabrina right here. I gotta deal with the Zeraora. He can attach 1 here, do 50 to me. I can PCL it. I could even get my Giant Cape. I am playing Giant Cape in this list as well. So I could go PCL Giant Cape, and then this Oricorio becomes an even bigger problem for my opponent. It does. I would love to like put the 50 damage on here so I could try to Cyrus it after, but like this is, oh, he's playing Electro Cord in his. All right, well, hopefully he's just stuck. Dude, I even wonder, no, it can't be right to copycat right here. Like, no way. I've used double research. It would be foolish for me to go copycat, even though I would love it. Okay, all right, man. We will find a Manectric one day. I swear. But we'll get back up to 50 HP, which is not like a great number. I mean, it stops my opponent from benching an Electric, at least. It's kind of all there is to worry about. With this, I wonder if he's playing Elemental Switch. I'm not sure. Guys, also exciting times in Tillyville. Just finally found, I'm not kidding, I've been searching for 6 months for a suitable apartment and finally found one, and it has literally everything I wanted in it. Like, there's no, it was looking for a moment like I'd have to what's the word, compromise on like something, but it's looking like that's not gonna be the case. I just get the apartment that I actually want with everything I need included with it. So it's very exciting times over here. This is how we're celebrating, by playing what is my favorite deck on film right now. I just absolutely love this deck, man. It is so much fun, dude. This is unbelievable, But dude, do I like, okay, so if I whiff, I'm not gonna whiff. Yeah, I guess we're just going for like zap, and then hoping the dude's the next on the top. Even if he isn't, like, I can still copycat maybe for 3 next turn and hopefully get it after that. This is unbelievable RNG. Unbelievable. Sometimes the game has to, you know, make it seem like what's going on here is fair and, you know, valid. The good thing, as long as I get the Manectric, I can knock out the Zeraora and then Cyrus this thing. I can't imagine. I mean, there's a chance my opponent can get this thing above 140, and that would be a big problem for us, obviously, but we're just going to hope. And I do feel good that, like, now our copycat, because the card here is either going to be Manectric or Giant Cape. So I can at least, like, toss down the Giant Cape and then copycat for 3, and it's, like, we're looking a lot better. Nope. Okay, so we just get Mega Manectric, and we just get to Cyrus this guy up. And that's going to be the game. Tricky one, but you saw right there. That's what the Oricorio is here for, man. It just gives us a little bit of time with this deck, and then the Mega Manectric is set up to go for the Cyrus play and win us the game. W for Manectric. This is the deck list. We are running double Manectric, double Zeraora, 1 Oricorio, double Generator. Very, very important to try to get some extra energy in play. This is an energy-heavy deck. Every attachment matters. Not an energy-heavy deck, but, like, every energy does matter, and you can lose tempo very, very quickly if you go first. Don't hit Zeraoras early. The electric generators are a way to try to alleviate that. Rocky Helmet and Giant Cape, I like both of them. Rocky Helmet fixes some damage, or Giant Cape has honestly been very, very important, boosting us up above some thresholds. Like, getting Zeraora up to 110 is nice, getting Oricorio up to 90. Manectric, sometimes getting it up to 200 matters, but not all that often. We have a Sabrina and a Cyrus as our Gust. Pokemon Center Lady to get around some of the sleep stuff is, like, kind of the most important. And it's nice if you start Electric, take like 20 damage from an early attack, evolve it into Manectric, and then go Pokemon Center Lady so it can't be Cyrus is also very important. 1 Copycat and 1 Training Area. One of the biggest gripes I have with the deck list is double Research and 1 Copycat. You miss draw supporters all the time. Like, the difference between 3 draw supporters and 4 is ridiculous. You seriously, you will have a hand that is like basics and then a Sabrina and a Giant Cape like all the time, and you'll just be wondering, where are your draw cards? So, like, I would love a second Copycat in here, and maybe the cut could be the Rocky Helmet. It's not like it's pulling its weight sometimes, but not all the time. It might just be better to be more consistent with Copycat, but you can just stay greedy and go for double Copycat. I think if you're playing Electric Generator, you have to be playing 2. Just 1 won't cut it. But yeah, this is the deck list. I beat the win event like so quick. I don't know if I actually lost a game while doing it with Manectric. Maybe I lost like 1. They were very, very quick victories. This deck is just a powerhouse. It's seriously one of the strongest decks in the game. It's winning a bunch of tournaments for a reason, and it's a lot of fun to play, guys. It's just so much fun to play a deck that's like actually good and you have some agency over the plays. I'm really, really enjoying my time with this Mega Manectric Zeraora deck. So give it a go. Let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and let's get on with the rest of the games. Dude, guys, so I'll record for the night and I'll leave a water bottle on my desk, and you know, I'll forget, like, did I just bring this water bottle over? Is that from the last recording session? I don't know. I have this water bottle here, and I was about to just take a sip of it because, like, that's, you know, like, it's water. It's not gonna like get poisoned, or at least I don't think. I mean, I've lived my whole life like that. If the water was to get poisoned, I feel like I would have figured out at some point, and it would have caused a lot of problems for me. Anyways, for the first time ever, I actually look into this water bottle to like make sure before I drink it. I never do that. What I see here is, well, that's a stink bug, bro. I almost just drank that, man. I almost just drank that, and that's like not old water. That's like a day old water. Like that's from yesterday when I sat down to try to record a video, but like I was having like super stomach issues. I literally couldn't. I got home from work. I tried to sit down to record. I just spent all night in bed after that. So it's not an old bottle of water, but the little guy found his way in there. This is some sort of Baxcalibur without chien-pao, but like we don't have a horrible start. Dude, one of my favorite interactions here is you lead Electrike and get a Zeraora, and you can evolve in a Manectric and just retreat for free into the Zeraora next turn, preserving your energy in play. This doesn't really matter. I mean, it's 10 damage on a Frigibax. I can, you know, try to Cyrus this guy up later on if I feel like it, buy myself like one turn because of its big 3 retreat cost. But dude, I just love this deck so much. It feels like I actually have some agency over what's happening a little bit with it. I thoroughly enjoy this deck. What's nice too is with our current bench allocation, my opponent can't get to a knockout on my Zeraora next turn. So I'm free to... He doesn't even have a Baxcalibur for this turn, so that's good too. No extra energy is going to be built up on this Palkia. Sure, we might as well shoot for it. Might as well. Now I gotta wonder, is this... I almost feel like the Cyrus on this is worth it, right? We get 1 point, which means our Manectric won't one-shot the Suicune, but it will if we find... It will if we find the stadium. The only thing bad about it is, like, you lose your Cyrus right at the start of the game. If I hit this guy, I'll hit him for 90, and then I can hit him for 100 next turn, so a total of 190. He does have, like, a lot of cards to fix this. Dude, I think I just go for the point right now, honestly. I take away a bench space. Not that that's, like, a big concern, but it feels right to boost the Manectric's damage up to 110. I now can't really, like, I can't go into Manectric next turn, I don't think, and take a swing at this Suicune with Manectric, because, again, like, the Cyrus is gone. My opponent will be able to just freely retreat the Suicune to the bench, and I will never have a way to finish off the KO. So we're going to have to just keep swinging at things with our low HP guys, and then bring in Manectric for the end of the game. Opponent benches a Suicune, that's fine. I'm really not concerned about that at all. He needs his Rare Candy Baxcalibur, else his Suicune's not attacking for this turn, and that will almost surely, like, just lock this game up if he can't find it. Opponent conceded. Okay, there we go. He couldn't find Rare Candy Baxcalibur. A little bit of a low roll for our opponent, but I think we should have been good there anyways. We would have been able to, like, weave Oricorio in. Our Zeraora wasn't getting knocked out. I think we were just really far ahead in that one. Double Electrike Star. We're going first so we can just kind of see what's going on with our opponent's deck. It's Psychic. Okay, yeah. No, we're gonna build up this guy. We're gonna build up this one. Not the active guy. No. I'm all set on that, man. I feel like Oricorio would be very valuable in this matchup, because if we can just get around the Iggly buffs, then, like, what is my opponent gonna attack with? Dude, is it even worth it to Sabrina this turn? Yo, it might be. Put him back in attachment. I think that's good. I think getting ahead in attachment here is fantastic. So let's rip that, and then I guess we'll Generator. This goes. All right, Tails, whatever. Kind of expected. The card sucks, but you play it because you kind of got to. I mean, you can play the deck without the generators, but dude, it's really clutch sometimes. I guess Sabrina next turn might have been better, actually, because then it would be more than likely it would be my opponent's either giving me a Swablu or he's giving me a Darkrai. And if it's a Darkrai, then the Darkrai's stuck in the active spot. If it's Swablu, I can maybe just go evolve into Manectric, retreat into Zeraora, and knock it out. Or even further, I guess you could go for the Electric Donk, but I'm not, like, too interested in that. I think it would have been better to actually hold the Sabrina for next turn. Yeah, because look at this, dude. It's definitely going to be double Darkrai. No, okay. Okay, so instead, I'm going to take 20 here, man. But if I wake up, I'm going into Zeraora. I'm taking this prize. I'm taking this point, dude. 100%. Yeah, I'm going to have a Manectric that's damaged, but I don't think my opponent's playing double, what is it? Double Cyrus to take advantage of it. Maybe this deck does, but I'm not, like, totally sure. So let's just go get this point and set him back in energy. That was kind of the goal of the Sabrina anyways, was to give me one more turn of attachment since I went first. So I'm kind of happy with that. The way that my opponent played it, I'm fine with this. The Igglybuff can come active and put me to sleep again and get him back on track. But what we're looking to do is just be the first one to hit into a Mega. And if he uses his Cyrus to bring up this Manectric, I think that should be all of his Cyruses. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the Igglybuff Altaria deck. Let me see here. I'm looking at... I just pulled up a random list. I see one Sabrina, one Cyrus, which, like, makes sense to me. This isn't a bench pinging deck, so I don't know why you would go heavy on double Cyrus for it, but I don't know, dude. I'll take a heads here and get another point and make my Manectric super juiced. Why not? Scammed. All right, well, we can hit this this guy for 110 next turn, at least. Okay, fine. Now, the problem with putting my Mega in the active spot and hitting into an Altaria is there's the play that my opponent can do, which is retreat into an Igglybuff, put me to sleep, and just hope that I, like, stay asleep, which is very annoying, but yeah, like, he's totally free to do that, and I can't do anything about it. The Zeraora won't die. Yeah, he's gonna have to go into Altaria if he wants to take this prize, which is chill. I don't hate either, like, leaving my opponent's bench space locked to double Igglybuff and a Darkrai. Again, another game where where there's just no draw supporters. This is the problem with playing just 3. It's crazy. It's the difference between 4 and 3 draw supporters. Like, it's so obvious when you play it. It's so apparent, like, how much of a difference it actually makes. Okay, he's just gonna go for the sleep. I live this turn. If I don't wake up, I'm gonna die going back into his turn, which does suck. Damn, dude, Zero, what are you doing, bro? We might just have to giant cape this to keep that from happening. I don't hate that either. PCL a little bit late in a training area. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna giant cape and keep this guy alive. And I'll put an energy. What do I got left? 7 cards left in deck. No, because now it's kind of fun. Yeah, okay, so like I said, the play I'm trying to avoid is my opponent going into an Igglybuff, putting the Manectric to sleep, and then, like, getting extra damage on it. With the PCL in play, I can attack with Manectric, and then if he goes to sleep, I can PCL it, and then either just, like, retreat it into something else to knock out the Igglybuff or whatever. So this is cool as well. Oh, I should have attached the Zeraora, because now he just gets to knock out my Zeraora, and then I'm in this spot again where, like, the Manectric can't attack, because I don't want the Manectric to be the first one in the active spot, and I don't have oh, what is it? I don't have Sabrina anymore to knock out something that isn't Mega Altaria. So that was a misplay. I should not have attached the energy to the Mega Manectric there. I was just trying to think, like, maybe I want second Mega Manectric, so if I just put the energy here, then I can attach to Electric next turn. Guaranteed. Dude, if I just attach energy correct, we're so chilling, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. Now I might just lose to... to Sabrina at the end of the game if I don't find second Manectric. Damn, dude. All right, that's just a misplay on my part. Learn from my mistakes. Yeah, this is, like, such an easy Sabrina victory for my opponent, and he has 3 cards that aren't draw supporters that haven't been played, so I think the odds of him having Sabrina are actually, like, decently high. Yeah, it's not too crazy to think that there's a Sabrina in that hand. That was just a misallocation of energy on my part, and I wasn't bailed out by getting the generator to fix my mistake. So we'll see what he does here. If he puts me to sleep, I'm happy. Okay, good. So we do get to kind of brush off that little misplay we had. And I think if we don't wake up, we PCL it. Okay, we do wake up, so we don't have to PCL. That's good. We get to save that for this Manectric. Or Choreo as well. Yeah, we can throw that down. That's a Sabrina blocker as well. That would have worked. That would have been fine. And I'm at a crossroad. I can either PCL and guarantee this, and then I run the risk of just losing to sleep on that. It's either I run the risk of losing to a 50-50 on sleep, or I run the risk of losing to double Cyrus by my opponent. Those are the ways we potentially lose the game from here. So I think I'm gonna... Oh boy, because even this guy can... Now he can go Sabrina on the Oricorio, and that will work too. I think I'm just gonna Lightning Claw. These damn Igglybuffs, bro. These Igglybuffs, man. Big problem. Yeah, and I use my giant cape, so I have no way to get this guy above what I need him to be. I mean, a Research or a Copycat or Manectric. Like, 3 out of 5 cards in my deck are very, very helpful at this point. Very, very helpful. I mean, it's got to be Push the Altaria. You don't have another choice. If you go Igglybuff here, you're just throwing. It's a very clear Altaria angle. Hope for a Sabrina on my Oricorio or Electrike to win the game. What you got to do. See what he does. If he goes Igglybuff, it's just a straight up throw. I don't know why you would ever put the game on a 50-50 when, like, there's no other play for you here. That's a play. I guess you go for the Igglybuff, try to keep me asleep this turn, or you're gonna swing with Altaria. I mean, you can't do that, right? Like, surely not. Yeah, just go for Altaria. And I can knock out with a Zeraora attack and then a Manectric attack. I mean, this is a weird play if you're not playing Double Cyrus. If we lose to Double Cyrus, we lose to Double Cyrus. Like, there was no... I don't think there was any part of me that says we have to play around that, because it's just not... It's not, like, how the deck list usually runs. So I don't know why you would be... Like, why you would play around it if it's not standard. But if this deck is playing Sabrina and one Sabrina, one Cyrus, then I'm not going to play around Double Cyrus. It doesn't even make sense in a deck list like this where you're not playing any bench snipe. Okay, so I think we still just hold the PCL, and like I can either attack with Oricorio or attack with Zeraora. If I attack with Oricorio, he would have to retreat going to the Darkrai, but then I knock out with Manectric and I win. I guess there's no reason not to just go for Oricorio here, right? Like, yeah, if a Darkrai comes into the active spot, I win. So we can't do that. And I guess, like, the Manectric's never going into the active spot unless it's attacking, so I might as well just burn the card. Sure. Yeah, we'll just get it out of hand in case there's a Mars. I guess that's the other way is... No, I mean, everything I'm planning around is, like, if my opponent has Double Cyrus. If my opponent has Double Cyrus, it's just cooked. Well, no, shoot. No, never mind. I'm good. Let's see if it's a Double Cyrus build. The Double Cyrus build, I'll take the L. It was a good game. It's 20 card decks, man, and there's always like one card variation between deck lists that ends up mattering the most. And you can only play you can only play around so much in a game. I played assuming there was no Double Cyrus by not PCLing my Manectric when I clearly could have. But again, running off of basic knowledge of like what the deck lists usually look like, that was the play I went for. So I think it was at least, it was valid. In a tournament, that wouldn't happen, right? You'd see their deck list, you would know exactly what they're playing, and you could play around that. But not knowing, you got to play to what your potential losses are. And my potential loss was my opponent going into an Igglybuff and putting my Pokemon to sleep. He could still do it, right? He just Lucky Ice popped. Okay. Oh. Well, alright, that's all of his Gust. Oh shoot, do I even have a chance here now? I didn't expect a Lucky Ice pop, I'll be honest. I'll keep it 100%. Yeah, man, I did not expect a Lucky Ice pop. So now we might have just lost the game to not having, I think we did just lose the game to not having second Manectric in play. Because then I could have just thrown that up and that would have been fine. I mean, I guess, no, throwing it. Damn, dude, no way. We just don't have anything. We don't have anything to deal with this. All right, so ultimately what that game came down to is me going for Sabrina early, I think. Going for Sabrina early and not having a way around this, but I mean, no Rocky Helmet for the Oricorio or for the Zeraora. Didn't help there. I guess, so if I had attacked with Zeraora, no, it would have been the same story. I mean, Yeah, it would have been the exact same thing. I guess if I had PCL'd the Manectric, then I get around the 50-50. Does this deck usually play Lucky Ice Pop? Should I have played around that? I have to verify. I have to know. Are we usually playing the freaking pop in this? It would make sense if we were. Not every list plays the pop. That was just kind of a out of nowhere thing. All right, well, we don't have any way to heal above because I used that PCL on my Manectric. I don't know where else I could have PCL'd, but that's sort of it. I can only hit for 140, and then with the training area, I can hit for 150. So, unfortunately, that is just it. Well played by my opponent. Good game. Good game.